Hello everybody, Shadow here, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time, we learned a bit about our plan going forward. We also decided that we are going to go to the dorm with Emma, and now we are visiting Valimar. Also, I realized I used up all my fishing opportunities. But as soon as I did, I realized, wait, I probably should have waited until tomorrow when I actually have my party back, because every fish that I catch increases my CP for every character, I believe. So I should have waited, and then I could have gotten everyone to like 200. But it's fine. We'll deal with it.
Hey, Valimar.
Hello, Reed.
Hi.
I came to see how you were holding up. Sure was a surprise when you offered, but thanks for volunteering to serve as a lookout.
Not a problem.
You
Perhaps you
laughed.
and your friends have influenced me to some degree. Each and every one of you have come a long way to take this place back. I simply wish for you to be able to dedicate this evening to celebrating that achievement.
Well, thank you.
Thanks. You know, looking back, I never figured the day would come when I'd be able to have a natural conversation with you like this.
It's true.
You've changed a lot in that regard. You've gone from sounding mechanical to dignified, I suppose.
I've been working to gradually recover my memories over time, and while still fragmented, I am now able to recollect specific memories from my past.
Okay.
Really? Does that mean you remember some of what happened before you went to sleep in the old schoolhouse?
Correct. I went to sleep 250 years, 128 days ago.
Oh.
And my previous awakener was a man known as Drykel's Rysay Arner.
Oh. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Wow. So it really was Drykel's, huh?
Yep.
I had my suspicions when I saw that memory in the last shrine, but I didn't want to assume.
I believe you resonated with the memories that reside within the proving grounds. Drykel's visited the spirit shrines as you did.
Right.
In each one, he obtained the same ore with which to forge his weapon, advanced upon the same capital,
Okay,
and it
yeah.
was there, with many allies at his side, that he laid the war to rest in one final confrontation.
Seems like history has repeated itself, huh?
It's kind of eerie how similar our paths are, but it makes me feel a little self-conscious too, in a way. I doubt we're doing all this half as well as he did. What kind of person was he, anyway?
He was an open-minded, composed, and driven man,
Okay.
full of bravery and daring, and in some ways, an enigma. Yet for those he met, he was ever kind and merciful.
Oh.
He had dignity in measure with his stature, and still at times, one could see in his eyes the glimmer of a child's.
He was really something, wasn't he? Hearing you talk about him, I don't know if I could be anything like he was. But maybe if I were, I'd be able to do more for everyone.
And now here's Valimar about to say, you are exactly like him.
There is little need in striving to be something you are not.
That
Huh?
works too.
Since my awakening, I have watched over you. I have seen you grow as a person. Drykel's found success in playing to his strengths. You, though different, possess strengths no less great. Just as he attracted his own supporters, so too have you gained those who would choose to stand by your side and no other. Take pride in those who become your sword, for not even kings can buy the loyalty you earn.
Thanks, Valimar.
This is nice.
You're right. I should focus on improving myself as I am, rather than try to become someone I'm not.
It's true.
Seeing as how I'm fighting for my future and to bring home my friend, it wouldn't make sense to be anyone else, really. Oh, yeah. It sounds like the Tachi will be done by morning. So if you're up for it, I think we should test it out tomorrow. I'll be counting on you, Valimar.
I shall do all within my power.
Ah, yeah. We're doing good. Okay. So now we just go to the dorm. Well, I promised I'd meet Emma here. Should I head inside and wait already, though? I think I'm here kind of early. Returning to the dormitory and talking with your chosen character will cause the main story to advance. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, let's do it! So, what exactly is this going to entail? It would have been very. I'm very curious to see all the other versions of this, especially like the princess.
Sorry for being late,
Princess
Rean.
Alphen,
I hope I didn't
because,
keep you waiting long.
Like, she didn't go to school here. What's she gonna say about it? Hi, how's it going?
Oh, don't worry about it. I just got here myself. Finished everything up then?
Yeah, everything seemed to be in order over at the old schoolhouse, too.
Cool.
And for once, even Celine was acting considerate.
Right.
You don't say.
Being here like this really feels like old times, doesn't it?
It was only 2 months ago, but
I made
yes.
so many fond memories here in this building. I can't even begin to count them all.
Yeah. Hey, seeing as we're already here, you want to take a little walk around inside? I'm curious what state we left things in, aren't you?
True.
Well, that sounds like fun.
I mean, I'd be kind of surprised if the army didn't take it over. Oh my. That's a very loud thunder. Oh boy. I hope I don't lose power or something. That would suck. Just walking into everybody's rooms?
Back then, I never would have imagined that Crow was an Awakener, or that he was working with Misty from Abin time of all people.
Right.
Well, that makes two of us. When I think about the trial we had to pass, it's hard to believe he did something like that alone.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder. I mean, we had his help when we did it too. His determination must have been incredible to take on something like that by himself and come out the winner. And I have a feeling he'll take all of us on by himself too, if that's what it comes down to. If we want to bring him back home with us, we'll have to show him we're even more stubborn and determined than he is.
And we will absolutely do that.
I think we can match him point for point on that as long as you're there. And as the witch responsible for guiding you in Valimar, I fully intend to see everything through to the very end.
Thanks. I'll be depending on you.
This is making me happy.
Rean, I've been thinking lately.
Okay.
Somewhere along this journey we've taken together, I finally felt glad to have been born a witch.
Okay.
If I hadn't, I might never have enrolled at this academy. And if I'd never come here, I would never have met everyone in Class 7, and I wouldn't have met you.
I'm really glad you did. With all we've been through, if anyone besides you had been guiding me, I doubt we would have come as far as we have.
I'm happy to know you think so. Before I came to the academy, and even well after I'd started here, I lived to fulfill the duties expected of me as a witch.
Right.
I'd been that way ever since I was little. But all that time, I had no idea of the real significance behind everything I was doing.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, you don't really do that, no.
My life as a witch was so all-encompassing, I couldn't really see anything else.
Emma.
It was after I started here at Thor's that things started to change. I may have come here to keep watch
My
over
eyes
the
are
fate
watering,
that awaited Valimar and the one
And
who
I
chose
don't
us
know
as
if it's
Awakener.
because I keep yawning every once in a while, or if it's because I'm getting sad,
But I feel so much more than that now.
or super happy, or a mix of both.
Instead of just watching over you, I want to stand with everyone and fight alongside you as an equal. I don't want to be someone who just watches things happen. I want to be there with Class 7, no matter what's in store.
And we will accept you.
I'm happy you're with us. You've always been looking out for us, doing as much as you could and supporting us in more ways than we realized.
Right.
I doubt Class 7 would be what it is now if you hadn't been a part of it. So I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you.
I owe you
Why did
guys
I
a lot
press
of thanks,
A?
too.
He wasn't done talking.
Some days, the only reason I was able to keep doing my part as Class 7's president is because everyone, well, maybe not everyone. It's because you accepted me for who I was, Reen. You must have had so many questions, but you were always so patient and kind.
We're good at doing that. Yes.
Oh,
Emma, the only reason I feel like I can fill the shoes of an awakener is because I have you to guide me. When I first found out what I had to do, I was confused. I didn't understand what was going on, really. But with you by my side and showing me the way, I started to feel like I might be able to really do it after all.
is that so?
Emma, I love you.
Oh, bye.
No matter what fate has in store for me, I've decided I'm going to face it head on. Because as long as I have you with me,
Jeep
I know
Screamers,
that
I didn't
whatever the
realize this
challenge,
was going
I
there.
can rise to meet it. Will you stay with me?
Of course.
I genuinely did not think that we were going there. Okay.
What would Grandmother and Vita say if they could see me now?
All right.
This isn't exactly a respectable path for a witch to take.
Maybe not, but who cares? We're old enough to make our own choices. And even if the path is a rough one, I'm ready to stick it out.
Me too.
Well, this is nice. I am actually a little surprised by that. Oh boy! It's snowing! Great! Your bond with Emma strengthened. You think? Raised any 2 characters to Link level 7. Cool. Overdrive 2. Spent the evening before the final battle with Emma. Nice! Okay, well that means I definitely have to work my hardest to get everyone else ready on my second playthrough. Because if there's an achievement for Emma, there's an achievement for everybody. And I want all the achievements. Or most of them, anyway. Especially because I'm for sure doing a second playthrough. Ooh. Got like a gold tint now. This is amazing. You really were able to forge Valimar a new Tachi from Zemurian ore. Bah, of course I was. It's a massive weapon totaling over 7 arg in length. Its uncommon shape made refining and processing the ore exceedingly difficult, to say the least. But it was done. I doubt I would have been able to do it if not for the help of that stubborn old student of mine over there. You're the least qualified person on this entire continent to call anyone else stubborn. Yeah, I'm gonna go with you, instructor. It sure was a shock to learn that you were also a former student of the professor's instructor, Makarov. I'd heard you were once a student at the Ruhr Institute of... I'd heard you were once a student at the Ruhr Institute of Technology, but I never connected the dots. And that's how I preferred it, too. All that was a long, long time ago. I'll never be able to fathom why the two of you chose not to stay and study more under me. The offer still stands, however. I know talent when I see it. Oh, I couldn't possibly. I doubt I have half the talent to keep up with you. Give it to him straight, George, or it won't get through that damn near impenetrable skull of his. Tell him you'd go insane if you had to spend years working with an arrogant, self-centered prick like him. Wow. Still, what a beautiful blade it is. The radiance of it is simply dazzling. Ain't nothing out there like Zimmerine ore. It's probably not as sharp as something a real swordsmith would make, though. None of us are smiths by profession. But Valimar should find it easier to use than any weapon he could have taken from a soldat, and that's what counts. Alright then, let's give it a try. It like fully matches the color scheme now, and it's fantastic. Ooh, it's got like a resonance. Ooh, wow. They're resonating with one another? They sure are. Very cool. How beautiful. It truly is astounding. You look so cool, Valimar. I'm not sure what's happening, but it's amazing, all right. I think we finally have a chance. Feedback process with new armament complete. I do indeed feel this is easier to wield than previous armaments. Good. I'm glad to hear it. You think this'll do the trick? Yep. I had high expectations, but this shattered them. I think I finally stand a chance against him now. Professor Schmidt, Instructor Makarov, George, thank you all so much for what you've done. Save your thanks. I only did what I did to satisfy my curiosity. Whatever you do now that I'm done is of no concern to me. He's not being modest either, Reen. He totally means that. This is just how he is. Same deal with the railway guns, the soldats, and the orbital jamming device. As soon as his work is done, he loses interest completely and is off to find something else to do. Huh. Something wrong with that? I mean, it might be better to have a more vested interest in what your inventions are doing. All of that said, I think the preparations are now finally complete. Yes, sir. I think it's about time I go and get everyone. The fated moment has finally arrived. The current time is 630 hours. I don't know how to say decimals, like, because I know like it's like 0800 hours, but is it 800? Is it 630 hours? I don't know. I'm confusing myself, I think. Everyone should gather here again at 7. I'm just gonna say 7:30. Make sure you're all wearing what I gave you earlier too. Right. I'm assuming it's Thor's outfits. So that way we can truly rep the Thor's experience. That's 20 minutes past the time. What are we doing? We're not wearing our things. What? What's going on? Oh, the bands. Ah, okay. Fair enough. It took me a moment to realize.
All of the students have gathered.
Good. Why doesn't Principal Van Dyke have a voice? That's so weird. You had a voice in the last cutscene you were in. What? Instructor Sarah, Instructor Thomas, Instructor Makarov. We leave them in your capable hands.
Understood.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of them.
The Vice Principal is literally the same voice actor. Why?
Just leave them to us.
I don't understand. Students of Thor's Military Academy. I'm sure most of you remember what was once imparted to you during your respective welcoming ceremonies. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. These are the words of Emperor Drycles, the man who ended the War of the Lions and founded this very academy. I asked you to consider what the world he refers to is, and what qualities one must possess to be its foundations. I imagine that you each had your own thoughts in response. However, I ask that you not make the mistake of assuming that foundation is synonymous with sacrifice. I believe that it is by walking side by side with others, opening up a path and treading down it is that one does this. Blah, 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 blah. As such, I have but one very simple message for each and every one of you to remember. Return alive. Welcome spring's arrival with one another, and when the time comes, fly the nest with one another. And to that end, I wish you victory.
May Adios and Drycles the Lionheart be with you all. And please, come back here safe and unharmed.
That's the plan.
Our objective is to rescue His Majesty the Emperor, as well as those who were captured with him.
Right?
Everyone, move out!
Understood.
Let's do it! But not really. Rain can now use the S-Craft Termination/Dawn. Oh boy. Okay, but we're not actually doing this yet, right? I see quests that we're supposed to do. I'm pretty sure we get to... Surface air temperature is 5 degrees. Humidity 13%. There's a north-northwesterly wind blowing at 11 AP hour. That's ARGs, I believe. Incoming messages from both the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions. They're past the Swartz Drake barrier and Trista, moving into formation about 100 Sergal sledge? I'm gonna say sledge. From Heimdall. Main cannons and secondary armaments are good to go. We're ready for battle at any time. All orbital engines are operating normally. All crew members present and accounted for. We're ready to begin the operation on your command. Understood. Sounds like we're all ready to go. Still, it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing from anything from Prince Olivert. Indeed, there's been no word from Father either. They've probably got their hands full in the West. It's starting to get really hectic there. Starting to get really hectic from there from what I've heard. I've asked Mitch to try and get in contact with Toval, but I'm not banking on him succeeding. That's too bad. It would have been great to have them here, too. There's no point in lamenting what we don't have. Right. All we can do is make the best of our current situation. Yep, I'm with them. Still, the battle doesn't begin until midday. We've still got time. If there's anything you want to take care of, now's your chance. Anything spring to mind? Now that you mention it, Toa, are there any new requests for us to take care of? There are, in fact. Hold on a minute while I get them up. Okay. My Jormung don't want none. When we speak of servants, what should spring to mind but the Fel Jormung? I don't know if I'm saying that right at all. But in truth, I am my own glorious serpent I bring out at parties and on special occasions. In fact, I can't believe that's literally what it says. I can't believe that. I mean, what the frick? I need a drink, and the only drink I have is water? Okay, I did need a drink of water, but... No, seriously though, what the frick? Reading this is Major Vander. Pay no attention to the prince and just kill the monster. East Celtic Highway 3 near a cliff in the far north. Okay. Sanchin violence. There was once a woman from Ruhr. When I saw her, I wanted to woo her. She gave me a slap, when I sat in her lap. Now I have one lover fewer. Ah, how I love composing a clever verse. So the monster is Gaspard, and the Sanshin Mountain Path 2, in front of the waterfall. Nord by Northeast. The hills are alive, dear Reen, with the sound of monsters. The Highlands, to be more precise, and I'd like you to look into it personally. I hope your skills haven't plateaued yet, because you'll need to fly like, dare I say it, the wind to deal with this threat. Okay. Gilder Quaker. Nord Highlands, Northeast, North Plateau. Ymir, far, wherever you are. Danger strikes close to home for young Reen, with the strange beast stirring up strife on the path to Ymir. Will he answer the call? Will his sister be impressed with his manly feats of strength? Will anyone actually read this? Yes! Yes, they will! A Sasquatch! Ymir Valley, deepest area. Huh. I think we can handle these. Right. And none of them seem like they would take too long. Whether you do them or not is totally up to you, but getting ready for battle should be top priority. I know you've gotten the hang of reporting to Prince Olivert, but seeing as we can't contact him, you can just report to me. This might be the last chance you have to get maintenance done on your ornaments too. So if you need anything, let me know. We will, thank you. There's no such thing as being too prepared for this. You right. Forward relentlessly is our finale title. Okay. To advance the main story, speak to Toa in the captain's chair and select Commence Operation. This is the last time during the story that you will be on board the Courageous. After beginning the operation, it will no longer be possible to take advantage of its facilities or visit other towns. All quests and sub-events will also disappear, and trial chests will become permanently unavailable. While you will have another chance to buy items, quartz, and the like, this will not be for some time. Okay. Well, I think I would like Emma, Laura, and Fee, and then we'll take Elliot and Gaius as secondary. Sure. We'll do that. Okay, well, we are actually going to end the episode here. So next time, we have some monsters to fight. And I think we also have... I think there's a couple hidden quests according to the AP guide. So we'll look into that. But for now, that is it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down in the comments below and maybe leave a like. And if you want to catch the next episode, not this episode, you've already watched this episode. If you want to catch the next episode as it comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe. But for now, that is it. So, see ya!